to see the raccoon pelts, right?
I hope so.
I'll see. Oh yeah. So you can tell them about those. Tell them about the story with the dog.
Okay. About what?
The two wreck.
Okay, yes, I got you. So, Marcus, this was a while ago. This was sometime
He's a
last
great
year.
uncle. He does a bunch of stuff for
Yes,
us.
he set me up with a couple of snares to get into trapping animals and stuff. So I didn't have much luck with the snares. I missed a couple, probably bobcat or coyote. And then,
Raccoon too. You just never know.
and then a couple of months go by. It's in the thaw. I left all my snares out, and then I grabbed them a little bit ago now. Anyway, me and Kelby made a run to L&M, and we got some of these dog poop footholds. No, dog proof footholds. And so we set these up. He set 3 or 4 up on his land,
It
or
was two.
2 up on by the river on his land, and
My-
I set 2 up.
It's the same river. It goes by both of our houses.
And then I set 2 up on mine. And I didn't stake mine down because the ground froze right after I put them in. I didn't think I would need to.
That was a dumb idea. Do you realize that?
It was a dumb idea. And so one day, I go out there to check my traps, and I only have 1 down there. So there's a raccoon walking around with a foothold on his foot for a couple of weeks.
Elijah called me. He's just like, that raccoon stole my trap. And I was like, because I went out to help him set him up there one day, and we never got stakes for him. Because the stakes we brought down there, we thought they were like twisty ones, so we thought they'd work really good. And then we could never get him into the ground, because it was like frozen before we put him in.
Right.
So it never really worked to put stakes in.
We got the traps in the ground though.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think that any raccoons were that close to where Elijah was, because Elijah's always down by that part of the river doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then he calls me, the raccoon stole my trap!
And then after that, about a week later or so, I go to check my traps. This is right after school.
This one has a stake in it.
No, right after church on a Sunday.
This one has a stake in it.
So I'm all dressed up like this in my church clothes, because I dress like this for church. Good
You-
Christian boy.
Oh, was it for Easter?
It was for Easter.
Maybe I should wear this for Easter. Go to
We
church
just
with
dress
this.
up like this. And so I go to check my trap, and there's a raccoon in my trap. And so I go down there. I get the raccoon. I was with Matt at the time. Matt drove down the hill, pulled up next to the trap, and the raccoon, he's got his 1 foot stuck in the trap and is still on the ground. And on his other foot is my other trap that he stole a week ago.
How dumb can raccoons be?
He stuck his foot in the trap once, got caught, walked around with it for a week, and then stuck his hand in another trap.
Then you got both traps back.
I got both traps back, which I still have to this day.
Yeah.
Because it's
Because
only
it
been
was
a month.
last year, not even a year ago. And then you also, that's one of them same traps, you had a raccoon and it took its foot off.
There's just a raccoon foot in my trap.
That's not supposed to happen with those traps.
Nope. And then I went on to catch 2 more raccoons, or 1 more raccoon, which I have those 2. They can definitely see.
I've caught 3 raccoons. And hey, I did a 4-H project about them too.
This is funny.
I was talking about how raccoons can like destroy your houses and stuff, so I trapped them. And then I trapped raccoons. That same uncle, Marcus, he made me a raccoon pelt. Then
He tanned it and stuff.
yeah, he does a lot,
Mm-hmm.
which is why we get to tease him.
Because he teases us, though.
He does. I should read you guys the text that he said to me right before
You
this.
can't on here.
I mean, he's taking me out to the movie theater tonight. He's been in a podcast with like not a famous guy, but
Or woodworking. Or
yeah,
business.
It's a guy goes around. He's a single podcaster, and he like meets up with other businesses, the boss, and then like talk about that business. So my uncle runs Waterworks Woodshop. So that guy, had a podcast with him talking about Waterloo Sweatshop, which was really good podcast, a lot better than ours.
Mm-hmm.
Theirs is
Sadly.
on Spotify. Wonder if I could put the link on if I could find it.
One day.
The first link in description, guys.
If we figure out how to do that.
Yeah. I'm not very good at this stuff.
Nope.
This is only our second video.
We're getting better. We've upped the antic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
I mean,
antic.
First time we literally had the phone sitting right here. There's audio. I made the cover on Snapchat. I could have used CapCut. I already had that.
Mm-hmm. Snapchat was better.
Yeah. And then I don't want to mess up the camera, but behind, I suppose I can just grab it.
You got a ring light behind the camera.
There's a ring light. Blinded by the lights. Okay. Is that about where it was?
I have no clue.
Yeah, that's right there. That's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
We got a bucket this time. We changed our name 3 times. What did we start with? 2 idiots and a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were supposed to do it when we were pulling weeds.
That's when we came up with the idea.
We're not doing that. Then we changed it to the River Monsters.
But that
Because that was
the
just for
intro.
one episode. Because that's what we were talking about. And now this is the best one that we've got. We're going to stick with it.
2 bow ties
2
and a
bow
bucket.
ties in a bucket.
Oh. I like it.
It's really good.
I hope we
Nice
get far
setup.
with it.
We got a lamp up there. Nice
A
spotlight.
mess over there.
Mm-hmm. But if you guys can't see it, there is no mess.
Right. Except I just got told.
When you're done with your bottle, give it back to me. Because I'm making a collection in my room.
Okay.
Maybe we gotta put it in here.
Let's stack them up behind here.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that.
Each episode, we try a different pop.
We're gonna run out real fast. We're gonna have to go back. Find the most exotic pops and liquids that we can find.
2 bow ties in a bucket,
Here,
bringing you exotic pops.
I wonder if I... Oh, that's bright.
Yeah, I looked over there since you said something. It blinded me.
I think that... No, that's not pointing at me. We should have done this before. Now we're not professional.
Yeah, we are. What are you talking about?
We look professional.
We are professional.
I wouldn't call it professional.
Sadly. Like we expect to be professional.
Yeah, I mean, my sister said, what if you guys go famous? That's never gonna happen. I'm pretty sure everybody that does something, like makes a YouTube channel thinks that they're gonna go famous one time.
I mean, most of them do.
You want some
The
chips?
ones I've heard about have gone famous. I do not. No offense or anything, but it ain't too exotic. I only eat and drink exotic things.
Where's that exotic beef jerky that's a year old in your room? Oh, I also got beef jerky from my mom too.
Nice. It's pretty sweet.
And then I'm gonna have a celebration, like, I gotta do math. 14 days is like my siblings' birthday party, because we all 3 celebrate at the same time, because it's less work for my parents to set it up. I don't blame them. I think it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Especially when there's
And
3
then-
of your kind, or your
My
3
kind.
3 kids for just Mark and Mickey, and then there's 6 for another one, and then there's 5 for another one.
5 and 4. Right?
I think it's 5 and 6. We got that one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
Yeah.
5 and 5.
No, there's only. Who's the 5th in the other family? It's just 2
2
and 2.
and 2. Yeah, you're right. I'm completely wrong. I apologize.
So we have for cousins, just like first cousins. They're
like 3rd for me.
Yeah, 3rd for you, but
I'm
you're
generational
basically
above you.
like first cousins because we hang out so much.
If we're going on that basis, we're pretty much brothers.
Yeah, that's true. I have 9 cousins just on one side of the family for first cousins. But
That's crazy.
I'm celebrating in your mom said that we're gonna celebrate a birthday when she comes back from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed
Hers?
to be. What?
My mom's birthday?
No.
Your birthday.
Yeah. Because that's what she said in the big group chat.
Whoa, Kelby. What was that?
I was trying to get comfortable. Put my foot up.
Oh, I think we've been going for a while.
Probably.
Yeah, we've been going for 20 minutes.
30
minutes.
It's longer than last time. Well, most podcasts are longer than 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, we haven't had too much awkward silence.
Alright. Let's see. What else can we talk about? We got your birthday.
Oh, gosh. Any more stories? We talk about a homemade boat?
Right, so after me and Kelby lost our kayak, we...
Still haven't found the kayak. We need to make another boat!
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't have a kayak anymore.
And so me and Kelby set out into the shed, which
We've
has
been-
everything.
We've been cleaning out a big shed. Because it's been dirty for how many years?
Oh,
20 plus?
40.
40 years. So, this summer, I suppose last summer too we started, but we didn't do anything with it.
Right.
This summer we've really been working on it. Moved a lot of stuff. And we really haven't, there was these big shelves that we put, I don't know why we put the barrels on the top shelf. Now thinking about it,
Yeah, it works though.
it does. It was risky putting them up there.
Kelby was on the skid steer forks.
It was bad.
If you're with OSHA, turn off the video.
What? No, we that was all good.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah,
I was
strap and
harvesting
everything.
with ratchet straps. But yeah, there was 2 barrels that we couldn't fit up there, so we used them, and we put barrel. What was it? 2 2x4s across, and we drilled them.
And we put seats on the
Elijah
barrels.
put an old tractor seat on it. I'll put a picture of the boat if I can figure out how to do it too. I definitely will know how to do
Yeah,
that.
just like cover me. Be like right here.
Yeah, this is the boat that we made. So
Yeah.
we brought it out to the river. We thought we'd put it in the water, and it floated. We weren't on it yet. There you go. Mine's gonna be really deep. I don't think that's harmony.
Oh.
This is why do we get?
Huh.
That's bad. Anyways, continue with the boat story. Put the boat in the water, it floated. So, Elijah, I think, was it you that got on the boat first? I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Elijah got on the boat, and it was a little tippy,
Not too much.
but Elijah got on, and he was comfortable on it.
Mm-hmm. Kelby
So
comes
I
on.
got on. I think we were on for about 2 seconds, and we tipped into a leech-infested river.
Yeah, Kelby gets out, and he already has leech on him.
Yeah, it was bad. I hate that river.
It's not even leech infested. You just have
No, I know.
terrible luck.
But, we tried a bunch of times, and it never worked.
We stayed on there for 3 seconds.
Yeah. We gotta go back to the drawing boards on that one. It's still down by the river.
Yep, that one hasn't floated away though.
What are we gonna do if that one floats away? How are we gonna go get it? I don't think that thing's gonna go
Tires.
very far. That one
Energy.
definitely won't go as far as the kayak did.
No, it'll sink.
Yeah, it'll sink before. But yeah, we still that flag that though. If you guys remember the picture, I'm not gonna go through and put it in again. But there was a flag on it that we made out of PVC pipe and
Our turkey blind.
and our turkey blind camo netting we put on there.
Mhm.
That net is the flag is gone.
No, I found it.
No, really?
Yeah, me and Shallow went fishing that night, and I hopped in the water and I found it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You put it back on the boat.
I mean, Shallow. No, not Shallow. Why did I say that? Simon. That's not.
Cartina.
Cartina. Okay, and then I put it back on the boat and stuff. Yeah. while we were cleaning out the shed, me and Kelby started moving like any table we found, a mini fridge,
Oh,
fish tanks and stuff.
we haven't found a mini fridge yet.
Not yet. I know what's in there.
If there's a mini fridge in there,
If it exists, it's in the shed. We'll call that Rule 24.
there used to be a fridge in there, that black one.
Mm-hmm. And then
So okay,
we
so
put
there
that
was.
to the lake house.
Yeah, that's in my closet at the lake house. Ears starting to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. House 5.
Yeah.
We
We're-
found a brand new table.
And we set that up in there with a brand new Monopoly board game too.
We found Monopoly in this shit.
We found everything from a whip to barrels of oil to Monopoly.
We found a skid steer in there.
I found a Tonka truck too.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
How
So,
much wood do you think
once-
we moved so far?
Oh gosh.
How many pounds? There's no.
I bet it's
I couldn't even guess.
1,000 pounds.
Over 1,000 pounds. Because
That plywood is a lot.
we've lifted like 200 pounds at a time. Not every
Mhm.
time, but at one part, I'd say. Maybe.
There's quite a bit.
Yeah.
It would take. It filled up a whole. It's like a.
The skid steer wouldn't pick it all up.
That bin takes up half the shed, and all that wood is. It made it all the way around the circumference.
Yeah. We put it all in a big grain bin in the back
Mhm.
of the shed. The shed's huge. And there's usually 3 combines, tractors,
There's
3
a.
of those in there.
There's 2 combines and a tractor, or there was until.
Yeah, but they got taken out because it's farming season right now. But
They need to
that's
work
why
on
we
that.
got to clean it up right now.
It's our one chance.
Oh, my dad was wondering, do you think that boat that I showed you at my grandma's place, I told him that the boat would fit in there now if we were gonna like clean it up, but once like winter started or something, I don't think there'd be room once we put the
Well,
combines in back in.
We've cleaned up that entire side.
That one side was the only place I think that it would fit.
Last winter, all 3 of the combines fit without that side cleaned up.
Yeah.
We could put that boat in that side.
Well, context. My dad has this like blue little John boat, and we like the past. How long do you think it's been since we wanted a John boat?
Oh, it's been 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, one popped up on Facebook Marketplace. It's my favorite way to shop.
This whole thing started with a video we saw on Instagram where it said something about being boys and going to get a cheap John boat to wreck this summer.
Oh yeah. Anyways, $800 John boat on Facebook Marketplace. Had a nice trolling motor, had a light bar, brand new battery, seats in it. The only problem, it didn't come with a trailer, so we had to spend a lot of the time trying to figure out how I'm gonna put this, where to get this boat. And we were gonna go get it, and then it got sold to somebody else.
We told the guy that we were going to go and buy his boat. That we were going to go look at the boat at least.
And so he says yes, and then I'm not kidding. I was on a knee board at my lake, and I went around and I got really close to our boat, and all I hear is from my mom saying, "The boat is sold." I got really mad, but
It was terrible.
I was mad that whole day. But life moves on.
Not that day.
No, it didn't. But then we fixed up Marcus's boat. Gosh,
That
a
little
lot of good
skiddy.
stories with Marcus in them.
Oh,
We fixed
yeah.
up his boat.
And he let us use it.
Let
Marcus
us use
is
it. I caught a fish out of
best.
it today. Out at the lake. Caught a little pike.
Perfect. You caught that huge pike that one day.
that
We were trolling and Kelby thought he was snagged. He starts pulling it up. It's not fighting at all.
I'm not kidding you. I got something. My rod just starts bending. I had to get up out and like move towards the thing because it was pulling me. And
I
was
started to reverse.
like, Elijah, reverse! I'm gonna go in. So I finally get her going, reel it up. I'm thinking I pulled a tree up out of the water, and I keep pulling it up. All of a sudden, big fish. How was it like?
28.
That's
28
what
inch?
I'm reminding. for the lake that I go to, that's a big fish. I know, like, for you Lake of the Woods, there's, well, I've got a 40-inch rod. Shut up, alright? Cable Lake is small.
Mm-hmm. It's maybe... So, Maple Lake. It's right off of Maple Lake.
Yeah,
and it's one of those small lakes right next to it.
The lake is fed from another big lake, if that tells you too much. So...
Or anything at all.
I caught that fish. But anyways, this boat is in my grandma's shed, and it's got a nice trailer and stuff, but it needs a lot of fixing up to do. It needs a new prop. It needs a gas tank.
Oops.
My dad thinks it just runs, but we'll.
At least we hope it just runs.
Yeah. So, I mean, getting a prop and all this stuff shouldn't be too bad. Papers. This is going for a long time.
This is a 40-minute podcast.
Yeah, but most podcasts are like hour plus.
Might have to do a two-parter here.
Two-parter?
20 minutes each. You can post the part 2 midway through this week.
Oh yeah, because I suppose you'll be gone. We'll just do this one because nobody even watches us, so.
Well,
yeah, there's gonna be a break, like we said this week. No video. We'll try and keep it on a schedule. How many? Probably like one video a week would be minimum. We're not gonna
unless we.
If we have time to make a podcast, we're gonna make a podcast. Like,
right.
We're not gonna.
That'll be daily.
I'm too busy for a daily podcast. That'd be fun. We'd run out of stuff to talk about.
No, we wouldn't. I'm kidding.
I mean, there's only so many good stories. We have lots of stories to tell. They're just not all that cool.
In our many years, we only have a few stories.
Yeah. Some of the stories, I mean, like, was just lots of work, hard work. I remember I started work at your guys' house or place, and like I said, I started, and I got a text from Elijah right before, and Elijah was like, you know, it was raining the first day, so he's like, it's raining out, probably not getting too much work. We gotta move a couple pens and stuff. You can still come over and then we can hang out after. So I'm like, perfect. Good day to warm up to the work environment and stuff. I go. I'm not kidding you. We get there and our boss, his mom, Carla, says, alright boys, go into the big dog houses and take all the hay out of them all and pressure wash them.
We had put some hay bales in there for the winter time to keep them warm.
Like, square foot, like, on just the floor?
Those dog houses are 100 square foot each.
Like, how much is the floor? What by what?
10 by 10?
Yeah, so like 10 by 10, which doesn't seem like a lot. It's all like super wet hay. There's 5 houses.
The hay was piled up 8 inches.
Yeah, and then we had to shovel it all.
That's a lot of
hay. We
hay.
had to shovel it all out of the houses, but then we couldn't just have a big pile of hay, so we had to move the hay somewhere else. It was so rough. And then another time when we had to move hay, it was on a big runway right on the back porch there. How much is that?
The entire back porch.
That's like 10 by...
It's more than 10. I couldn't tell you, but... It's big. It's a lot.
It's really long. And,
It's like a school hallway. A little bit wider than a school hallway.
Not as long as like a big school hallway.
And about... I think it's 80 feet long.
Yeah, that was so bad. But we had a skid steer for that. But it couldn't go in there.
And
so.
Mom was driving the skid steer, and we had to scoop everything in there.
Whenever Carla is working, we're always work better because...
If we're not, she gets on us.
Yeah.
Which is good for
what
us.
she's supposed to do, so... Sometimes we can get carried away at work.
Like that one time we went to work. Let's see. What did we do?
When was it? This year?
Last year. We were so unproductive. We were supposed to pull some weeds in the play yard.
Oh
and instead we started throwing
weeds at each other.
Yeah.
Our work production has gotten so much better. Last year we were supposed to clean the shed, and the shed, we probably got just as much done in a day than we did all last year.
Yeah.
Because we just never did anything. It also is tough to clean the shed when you don't know what half the stuff is and where it's supposed to go. But, you know.
Well, I think this is it for this podcast.
Lots of fun. Hope you guys liked it. Longer video. I don't know if they're going to stay this long or what, but we'll figure it out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we're two bow ties. Yeah, they're alright, don't worry.
Oh boy.
Alright, we'll see you guys later.
In the next episode.
Oh.